Gold. The word alone evokes images of adventure, riches, and the wild, untamed corners of the world. It conjures up dreams of striking it rich, of unearthing a fortune hidden beneath the Earth's surface. For centuries, people have been captivated by the allure of gold, dedicating their lives to seeking its hidden treasures. From the ancient Egyptians who adorned their pharaohs with gold, to the 19th century prospectors who braved the harsh conditions of the American West, the quest for gold has driven human ambition and exploration. But where does one even begin to look for this precious metal? The journey to find gold is as much about knowledge and strategy as it is about luck and perseverance. Gold is found in two primary forms, lode and placer deposits. Understanding the difference between these two types is crucial for any aspiring gold hunter. Lode deposits are found in hard rock veins, where gold formed millions of years ago. These veins are often hidden deep within the earth, requiring extensive mining operations to extract the precious metal. These veins are like nature's underground vaults, requiring specialized tools and knowledge to access. Miners use jackhammers, drills, and other heavy equipment to break through the rock and reach the gold within. Placer deposits, on the other hand, are formed through erosion and weathering. Over time, natural forces like wind and water break down gold-bearing rocks, releasing the gold particles within. These particles are then carried downstream by rivers and streams, eventually settling in areas like riverbeds and valleys. This process can take thousands of years, but it results in deposits that are often easier to access than lode deposits. These are the deposits most accessible to the amateur prospector. With a simple pan and a bit of patience, anyone can try their hand at finding gold in a nearby stream or river. Think of it like this. Lode deposits are like finding the gold at the source, deep within the earth where it originally formed, while placer deposits are like finding the scattered coins dropped along the way, carried by the forces of nature to more accessible locations. Both offer the thrill of discovery, each with its own set of challenges and rewards. Whether you're delving deep into the earth or sifting through river sediments, the hunt for gold is a timeless adventure that continues to captivate and inspire. Imagine a mountain range over millions of years. Picture the grandeur of towering peaks and rugged cliffs standing tall against the sky. Now picture wind, rain, and ice slowly wearing away at those mountains like sandpaper on wood. Each gust of wind, each drop of rain, and each freeze-thaw cycle contributes to the gradual breakdown of these majestic formations. This is erosion in action. It's a relentless process, constantly reshaping the landscape, carving out valleys and smoothing out rough edges. As erosion breaks down the mountains, it carries rocks and minerals downstream. Rivers and streams act like natural conveyor belts, transporting sediment far from its original source. Heavier materials like gold tend to settle in areas where the water flow slows down. These spots become natural traps for valuable minerals, creating opportunities for prospectors. This process, along with weathering, the chemical and physical breakdown of rocks, is what creates placer deposits. Weathering breaks down rocks into smaller particles, which are then transported by erosion. Understanding how water moves and where it deposits sediment is crucial for any prospector hoping to strike it rich. By studying the river's flow in the landscape, they can predict where gold and other heavy minerals might accumulate. Think of it like a giant sieve. The river acts as a natural sorting mechanism, separating materials based on their size and weight. As water flows downstream, it carries rocks and minerals of various sizes. The lighter, smaller particles are carried further, while the heavier, larger ones settle sooner. The heavier gold particles get caught in the sieve's mesh, while lighter materials are washed away. This natural sorting process is what makes placer mining possible, allowing prospectors to find gold in riverbeds. Bedrock is the solid rock underlying the soil and loose sediment. It's the foundation of the earth, and it plays a critical role in gold prospecting. Why? Because gold is denser than most other materials, it tends to settle on or near bedrock. Look for areas where the bedrock is exposed or close to the surface. These are prime locations to start your search. Cracks, crevices, and depressions in the bedrock can act as natural gold traps, catching and holding those precious particles. Imagine bedrock as a giant, uneven table. Gold is like marbles rolling across that table. The marbles will naturally settle in the dips and grooves of the table's surface. Panning is the most basic and essential skill for any gold prospector. It's the foundation upon which all other gold prospecting techniques are built. It's a simple technique, but it takes practice to master. The more you practice, the more proficient you'll become at distinguishing gold from other materials. A gold pan is a shallow, cone-shaped pan used to separate gold from sand and gravel. Its design allows for the easy separation of heavier gold particles from lighter materials. To pan for gold, you'll need to find a spot along a river or stream where the water flow is gentle. Fast-moving water can wash away potential gold deposits, so look for calm areas. Scoop some gravel and sediment from the riverbed into your pan. Make sure to gather material from areas where gold is likely to settle, such as behind large rocks or in bends of the river. Submerge the pan in the water and use a swirling motion to wash away the lighter materials. This motion helps to separate the gold from the sand and gravel. The heavier gold particles will sink to the bottom. As you continue to swirl, you'll notice the gold flakes settling at the lowest point of the pan. Panning is like detective work. Each pan of sediment is a clue, revealing the potential for gold in the area. Each pan of sediment is a clue, revealing the potential for gold in the area. The more you pan, the more you'll learn about the river's characteristics and where gold is likely to be found. The more you pan, the better you'll become at reading the river and identifying gold-bearing areas. With time and experience, you'll develop an intuition for the best spots to find gold, making your prospecting efforts more successful. Section 5. Upstream we go, following the golden trail. Let's say you find a promising spot while panning with several flakes of gold in your pan. Now what? It's time to play detective and follow the golden trail upstream. The idea is to systematically pan at intervals upstream, following the increasing concentration of gold. As you move upstream, the gold flakes should become larger and more plentiful, eventually leading you closer to the source of the deposit. Think of it like following a trail of breadcrumbs. Each gold flake is a breadcrumb, guiding you closer to the source. Be observant, and you might even discover larger deposits hidden along the way. Section 6. Respect the rules, claims, and legal boundaries. Remember, not all that glitters is yours for the taking. Before you start digging or panning for gold, it's crucial to understand the legalities surrounding gold prospecting in your area. In many areas, public lands are open for recreational prospecting, but there are rules and regulations you need to follow. Certain areas may be off-limits, and you'll likely need permits or licenses to prospect legally. Always research the specific laws and regulations in your area before you head out. Prospecting without permission on private land or within designated claims is illegal and can lead to serious consequences. Respect private property and existing claims. Always obtain permission before prospecting on private land. Section 7. High-tech treasure hunting, modern tools of the trade. While traditional tools like the gold pan and shovel are still relevant, modern technology has revolutionized the way prospectors search for gold. Metal detectors are invaluable tools for locating gold nuggets and larger pieces of gold hidden beneath the surface. These devices emit electromagnetic waves that penetrate the ground, alerting you to the presence of metal. GPS units are essential for navigating remote areas and marking potential gold-bearing locations. Geological mapping software allows you to analyze geological data, identify potential gold-bearing formations, and plan your prospecting trips with greater accuracy. Modern technology empowers prospectors with enhanced efficiency and precision. Section 8. History's hidden clues, maps, tales, and geological surveys. Don't underestimate the power of research. Before you venture out, spend some time studying the history of gold mining in your target area. Old mining maps, historical accounts, and local legends can provide valuable insights into past gold discoveries. Geological surveys and reports can help you understand the geological formations in the area, giving you clues about potential gold-bearing zones. Libraries, historical societies, and online databases are treasure troves of information. You might be surprised at what you can uncover. Sometimes the most valuable tool a prospector possesses is knowledge. Section 9. Safety first. Protecting yourself in the wild. Gold prospecting often takes you off the beaten path into remote and potentially hazardous environments. Your safety should always be your top priority. Always tell someone where you're going and when you expect to return. Pack plenty of water, food, and appropriate clothing for all weather conditions. Be aware of your surroundings and watch out for wildlife encounters. Carry a first aid kit and know how to use it. Learn basic survival skills such as fire starting, shelter building, and signaling for help. Remember, a successful prospecting trip is one you return from safely. Section 10. Responsible prospecting. Leaving no trace. As a gold prospector, you have a responsibility to minimize your impact on the environment. Practice leave no trace principles to ensure that future generations can enjoy the same pristine landscapes. Pack out everything you pack in, including trash and leftover supplies. Avoid disturbing vegetation or wildlife habitats. Properly dispose of any chemicals or hazardous materials. Remember, respect for the environment goes hand in hand with respect for the thrill of the hunt. By minimizing your impact, you contribute to the preservation of these natural wonders. Section 11. Conclusion. The thrill of the hunt. Gold prospecting is more than just a search for riches. It's a journey of adventure, discovery, and connection with the natural world. It's about testing your mettle against the elements, unraveling the mysteries of geology, and experiencing the thrill of unearthing something precious hidden beneath the surface. Remember to prospect responsibly, respect the rules and regulations, and always prioritize safety. And who knows, maybe you'll be the next lucky prospector to strike gold.